Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for WSTS-47 Intro to LGBTQ Studies for Saturday, September 16th. Just going to go over a few items and reminders and clarifications like I always do, anything I think you need to know to do well in the course. So let's get started. First up here is that, as you know from my announcements in class and from an announcement earlier this week on Canvas, you have your exam 1 this coming Monday when we return on the 18th there on Monday. And so to help you prepare, don't forget, as I showed you in class on the Canvas course page, there is a study guide available to help you do that. And so go to the Canvas course page, look for the study guides module. You want to open up the one for exam 1 and do carefully examine it there. I do break it down by sections in each chapter to kind of give you a good roadmap so you can easily locate the information in your book there. And also pay careful attention to 2 areas you'll find on the study guide that are italicized with asterisks all around it. That's going to be the content that your 2 short answer essay questions are based on, so prepare that well. I don't tell you the questions ahead of time on the essays, but I do give you a really big heads up on the content that they will be based on. So if you prepare according to how I tell you to on the study guide, you shouldn't have any trouble writing a really great response to those essay questions. So do take advantage of that hint there on the study guide. And also regarding your chapter quizzes that you've all taken in your small groups in class, do study those questions and use your Scantron responses there too to help you study for those as well, because you will see some of those quiz questions on our exam. I guarantee you that. So just take advantage of that as well. Next up here, when we're done with our exam on Monday, and remember the first 50 minutes, that's 50 minutes of class are going to be devoted to the exam, and then we're going to pick up our next section of material starting with chapter 5. We're just going in order there. And on Wednesday as well, we are going to be covering some content in chapter 5, some of which is not very pleasant content to get through. We're going to talk about the AIDS epidemic, and also how there was a lot of backlash against the progress that queer folk had made during the 1980s there into the 90s. Also the sad issue of hate crimes, got some real details I want to cover with that as well. And also we're going to be taking a look at some alternatives to the idea of assimilation. You might recall the homophile movement there was all about assimilation, trying to stress that, hey, we're just like you, so why would you discriminate or be prejudiced against people like yourself? And so, but there's some queer people that didn't agree with that assimilationist approach, which I've been dancing around a little bit. We will start talking about that in some detail in class this coming week as well. And so we aren't going to have any quiz on Chapter 5 this coming week. It will be the following week there. Chapter 5 is a fairly long chapter that covers a lot of important history, including some issues about human rights and civil rights and the difference between and hate crimes around the world. So I just want to be careful not to shortchange any of that content. It does take a bit of time to get through it, but it's a real learning experience, I think you'll feel, by the time we're done with that chapter. Okay, well, that's everything I wanted to say for right now. Good luck on your exam. Study hard. Otherwise, have a great weekend. And I will see you in class on Monday for our exam. Take care until then. Bye-bye.